Jinwoo saved his mother, but that has nothing to do with why he got the power in the first place. He got the power because he tried to save himself and a lot of people from the double dungeon, and got betrayed in the process. Thus, his motivation and the use of his powers should have something to do with that. The reason he got betrayed was because he was weak. Even though he contributed a lot for everyone's safety, and for the first time ever, he was the sacrificial lamb, literally. And all because of his weaknesses. He realizes that and even curses how vile human nature can be. And in a way, season 1 felt like he was slowly losing his humanity as he realized how despicable people can really be and how Hunter society is putrid, especially to the weak. The first two episodes where he got betrayed, the C rank crew that killed people to take the rewards, the B rank assassin that took requests from weak people, everything was really about the survival of the fittest. Does he do something with that worthy of a main character and morally decent? Well, most of those occurrences, he had no option but to follow the system, but he ended up doing some Punisher type of justice. Does that become one of his motivations for the rest of the series, or does he just become a tool of the system? Well, in season 2, Jinwoo keeps getting stronger, and every decision that occurs basically comes from his intentions of saving his mother. Jinwoo is rational in every single thought process and takes full advantage of the system. It's not really there to tell him what to do, but really there to help him and save him. So he doesn't become a tool of the system, but he keeps doing what it wants, which is get stronger, which is also what he wants. Why? Why are we making Jinwoo stronger? We don't really get any clear answers from the system itself, but we do find out that something shady is occurring behind the scenes. Most monsters in dungeons are programmed to attack humans, but it seems that Jinwoo is not really a regular human anymore. So we don't really know why Jinwoo has his powers, but we know something is being set up to explain it. Does Jinwoo become a punisher in Hunter society? Season 1 had a lot of themes like the survival of the fittest, human nature, and being selfish opposed to being selfless, the benefits of each one of them. But season 2 was, Jinwoo flexing his powers on people, the audience, and himself, without any sort of team behind it. Even in situations where that team could have been implemented, we lose nuance and the plot just creates situations for Jinwoo to flex on people, or what people like to call aura farming. Episode 1 and 2, surprise, surprise, we're in a double dungeon, or no, not a double dungeon, we're in a red dungeon. Much more dangerous than we originally thought. Guess what? Jinwoo has to save the day. Episode 3, flexing on monsters. Episode 4, flexing on the Hunters Association. How? Refusing a job that could give us enough money to help our family and actually be well off just to become a crystal miner. Of course, I'm joking, but couldn't he go to the Tower of Demons in his days off to get stronger if he wants to fight that much? Like, unless something in the contract says he has to work 7 times a week, 24/7. But yeah, episode 5 and 6, once again, we end up in another dungeon that is more dangerous than we initially thought, and we have to save the day. The only thing that changed was that instead of impressing C ranks and B ranks, we were impressing A ranks. Episode 7, we update our rank and go back to flexing on monsters until episode 8. Episode 9, and we also flexed on the S ranks for not wanting to join any single one of them crews. Episode 9, we revive our mother and we actually don't end up flexing on anyone besides the doctors in the hospital, which we don't even share a bit of the knowledge that may cure our mother and that could possibly cure other people in this fucking world. Yes, Jinwoo for you. Episode 10, we have S ranks battling each other and suddenly one of them goes berserk. Oh, what is going to happen? Jinwoo comes to save the Bay. I don't know what kind of setup they're making for this or this chick. Only he smells good in the fucking world. Don't know what the fuck is. Don't know what's that supposed to be. But hey, Jinwoo ends up flexing on S ranks. Episode 11 and 12, Jeju Island, way too dangerous than we originally thought. Jinwoo has to save the day. This time we're flexing on live TV, bro, for the whole world to see. Episode 13 was just the aftermath of Jeju Island and setting up the next season. But we still had 2 more minutes of flexing before the season ended. And that made it one of the most popular animes of the season. Congratulations. Plot-wise, the basis of all this flexing comes from Jinwoo not updating his rank straight away. So most people still undermined him and felt surprised that he was an E rank after he flexed a bit. Even when he became an S rank, they were surprised that he was a mage. So he kept surprising everyone for the strength he had. Even as the audience, we never really know how strong he really is. Even when Jinwoo might face an opponent that might be above his strength level, he ends up flexing on them. All because Jinwoo's ranks go from 1 to 100. The rest of society is ranked from E, D, C, B, A to S, which means we don't know how strong Jinwoo is compared to other characters in the show and the monsters themselves in the respective dungeons. So, but after some episodes, you know that in the end of the day, or after watching some episodes of Solo Leveling, you end up realizing that, surprise, surprise, Jinwoo, no matter what he's facing, he's gonna win. Which is cool at first, but it becomes overused. It should stop in season 3 since Jinwoo reached the maximum level possible, but I don't think it will. Yeah, for the characters in the show, this flexing can only occur because nobody else in society can get stronger. I told this before already. Nobody. The show is literally called solo leveling. Solo. Imagine sucking at an online game and suddenly fighting cheat codes to be the only player that can update his stats. A cheater, pretty much. And you start beating everybody up. Now imagine you're playing against that. Yes, an E rank should be in more danger than most people and pretty much shouldn't be a hunter at all. Some people even thought Jinwoo was a false ranker. So this plot device of the underdog breaking people's expectations doesn't stick so well when you're the only dog that can see the stick. Compare that to animes like Food Wars. Soma, not from gourmet cuisine, suffers ignorant prejudice from other cooks, and he still ends up out-cooking them. Most of them. How? Not with a cheat code that nobody else can use, but from his own experiences and failures as a chef. And you know what? He still loses from time to time. Since Jinwoo flexes on people that don't respect E ranks, or seeing it, feels cool at first, but it doesn't have a similar effect. Besides, it's not like the Hunter Society is unfair and bullies E ranks on a regular basis. If it is, we don't see it. It's not like Black Clover, where if you're a commoner, you have low magic and you live in the outskirts of society, and even in that world, people can get strong. But not on this one, except for Jinwoo. The show relies on flexing way too much in season 2, and that isn't really a great reason for the hero to have powers in the first place. It shouldn't work, but somehow we will find in the end, it works. But you know what? It even deserved to be mocked by RDC World 1.
I'll give you anything you...
See, that's some Naruto type shit, bruh. I'm Jinwoo. What's the point of wearing the black Amiri pants and the black cats then?
I once knew a chick named Anime.